Welcome back. It's been a while. It's been a long while, I feel like, since we've been back in the test kitchen here at FWE. So we're just gonna get after it this morning. Just want to share with you guys a quick little cook. We are in trade show season, I guess you would say, 2025. We get two of the biggest trade shows for our industry, NAFM and NRA. And one item that I have been preparing for our trade shows when we do some live cooking demos is a low temp cook and hold slider that I started using FWE equipment, cooking in FWE equipment, and then I finished that burger in our sister company, Ovention's MiLO oven. Finished it in the MiLO oven today. At the show, typically we'll use a different model. But just want to show you guys real quick how simple it is to make a delicious little slider burger. These are great for parties. They're great for restaurants. They're great for catering, as long as you know your customers are into beef. But obviously there's a ton of different items that you could use to build your slider with. Today we're going to be using some prime beef sliders. So these are pre-portioned beef sliders. You can make these your own, make these on your own. You can buy pre-portioned sliders. You can have your kids make them if you want to. But what we're using today is a 2-ounce prime beef slider. And again, these have been pre-made, pre-portioned for us. So it's going to be really quick and simple. So we're going to do a low temp cook and then hold of these guys in our low temp cook and hold oven, LCHR 1220-4. So as you can see, this is our countertop low temp cook and hold oven. And we will be utilizing this for the cook and hold. And then we're gonna be finishing those burgers. And when I say finishing, what I mean is these burgers are gonna be 95% complete. The burger's gonna be fully cooked, and then they're just gonna be held in the oven until, in a restaurant or food service scenario, they would be held, and then when there's an order that comes in for this particular item, you'd be able to pull that item, finish it really quickly in a speed oven, and then send that out to your customer. And what you're doing is really reducing your customer wait time. So we're gonna cook and hold these burgers in the LCHR 1220. We're then gonna finish them in the MiLO. And simply all we're gonna do on that is toast the bun, melt some cheese. We're gonna pull them out, add the toppings that the customer has ordered, and get them out the window. So let's jump right into it. So again, we've got some 2-ounce burger patties here. Like always, just wanna add some type of seasoning to these, you know, unless you're into the bland meat, you know, to each his own. But we're gonna season these. So just a little bit of olive oil on each one. Really all the olive oil is doing is becoming a binder so that the seasoning that I add on the next step is gonna have somewhere to stick to. So just a quick dab of olive oil, rub that in on all these burgers. It's gonna give all this nice seasoning mix that I have here somewhere to adhere to on the burger. And then we're just gonna make sure that these are all seasoned up really nicely. So just a little blend. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is just a Montreal seasoning. Hey, hate it or love it, I still love Canada. So I'm gonna use their Montreal seasoning. Shout out to my Canadian friends up there. One-sided seasoned meat just ain't gonna cut it. So we're gonna season both sides. So just a little flip. And just one last step for these guys. I just wanna make sure that that seasoning is nice and coated. So just gonna give those another quick little pat. Make sure all those spices are on the burgers. And then we're gonna load these guys directly into the oven. I've got this oven preheated, 250 degrees. I'm gonna be cooking by probe, so there is an internal probe that I'll show you we're gonna be cooking by. We're gonna be cooking to an internal temperature of 125 degrees. Then we're gonna hold at 145 degrees internal cabinet temperature. So let's go ahead and get these guys loaded. These are actually gonna get loaded directly onto the wire rack. right, now that we've got all these burgers loaded, I'm gonna go ahead and insert my probe. So I'm gonna be cooking using this probe. And so just going center mass into the slider. And that would be the same process you would use for any type of protein or any type of item that you're cooking in not only the LCHR here, but also any other cook and hold oven that we offer. Oven's already been preheated, loaded them up. Once they're loaded, we're just gonna go ahead and hit start. The oven has started its countdown or its count up. So we're looking at 54 degrees internal temperature for that beef slider. We're looking for a final temp of 125 degrees. Once that temperature is reached, the oven is going to revert down into a hold stage. So the cooking elements will be turned off. Those burgers will stay there essentially until somebody's ready to fire them, to pick them up. So once they're done cooking, once they've held for a little while, we'll pull them. We're gonna hit them with a little cheddar cheese, or actually I think we've got American cheese this morning. We're gonna take that American cheese and the bun, we're gonna load it into the MiLO oven, finish it, melt the cheese, toast the bun, pull it out, add the last condiments, and that burger slider will be ready to go. So we'll see you in a little while. American cheese, bacon, Roma tomatoes, lettuce, and a little red onion. We are back just over an hour of having these burger sliders loaded into the low temp cook and hold oven. So we're about to just pull these burgers, put them on some buns, little cheese to get melted. We're gonna then pop these into the MiLO just for a quick cheese melt, bun toast, finish them with some fresh veggies, a little bacon, and ultimately that burger slider is gonna be done. So let's get after it. From the low temp cook and hold into the MiLO, we're gonna be using one of their perforated pans here. So just a little spray, Vegeline, pan spray, whatever, just to make sure we don't get any sticking. And we're just gonna do top and bottom buns. And so just to show you, gonna have a nice medium cook on that burger. Fully done. Just need a little cheese. All right, so we're just gonna take these, got a little cheese topping on, cheese top for them, and we're just gonna toast this and melt that cheese. So right in the oven, get these set for 20 seconds. Some other background settings in there as well. Just a quick little easy slider entree there for you. Just showing the versatility of the low temp cook and hold oven. Keeping those burgers nice and juicy, ready for pickup. Pop them out of the oven. Speed oven of your choice, hopefully something from Ovention. As you can see, does a really nice job. 20, 25 seconds, you're melting the cheese, giving that bun a nice toast. That burger staying nice and juicy. And then ultimately the operator can get out a fresh made product in a little under a couple of minutes. And so as they fall apart, no ketchup.